Okay, so what this video is going to do is just show you how to complete this project. It's really fairly simple, but there's a couple things that I want to hit on that are pretty important. So the first thing is, here's the instructions for the actual project. So you're going to be completing a slide for each of the following events, each of these sort of events of the Civil War that we really focus on. So you can see those listed here with the bullet points. Each slide will follow the same template pictured below, and then you can just see an example template. And again, this is just what all the following slides look like. Now, what it says here is the cause and effect of each event should be explained in words. So on the left side, on the right side, you're explaining what caused this event, right? So the event itself is going to be named here, right? What you're saying is, what are the steps or what are the things that led up to this event happening? What occurred before this event, essentially, that's important. And then the effect is what happened as a result of this event. What effect did this have on the war, on who was winning, on whatever the case, right? Like the effects are going to be different. Obviously, both the causes and the effects are going to be different for each event, but you need to be thinking about both when it comes to each of these events. Now, what this says here in the highlighted part is you must use information from this Google slide, and you must include what slide you got the information from for each cause and effect. So the reason why I'm doing this is, quite frankly, I am just kind of sick of looking at copy and pasted answers from the internet. I understand that that's the easiest way to get answers to some of these questions, but that's not the best way, right? Oftentimes the answers are incorrect, right? Because you're just copying and pasting the first thing that you see. And then even if it is correct, that doesn't necessarily mean that you understand why it's correct. And so for me, this is an issue. It's an issue that's been kind of occurring the entire year, and it's something that I want to try and address here with this project and going forward, seeing if there's another way that I can address it. So I'm going to be going through these slides, the next few slides, just to show you what I'm talking about, but keep that in mind, okay? So if I click on this link here, it's going to bring me to the Unit 10 study guide, and specifically it's going to link me to the events of the Civil War section. And so here's where you're going to get your information, okay? You're going to have to actually go through, you're going to have to actually find the information, you're going to have to actually understand what is being talked about here, okay? Now, the next thing is the event itself should also be explained in words, but must also include an image which you can find online. So that is fine if you want to find it online. It's also fine if you want to just copy and paste it from the Unit 10 study guide. That is okay with me, okay, as long as it relates to the event. So let's take the firing on Fort Sumter, for example. So what we would do here is we would explain what caused the firing on Fort Sumter, what caused the Confederacy to attack the Union at Fort Sumter, and then what was the effect of the firing on Fort Sumter. Okay, so if I found this information on slide 1, let's say, I would go here and I would type slide 1, okay? And then if I found this information on slide 2, I would type here slide 2, okay? And then obviously you're still writing in here that information so that I know what you're answering essentially, but I also need to know where you're getting that answer from, okay? And then for the event itself, here you're just explaining the event, and then you want to copy and paste a picture to go along with it, okay? So you're doing that for each of these events. You can see that there's one for each of these, and then here there's also at the very end a demonstration of learning part. So for each of these events, there's also a multiple choice question where you are dragging this circle down to the correct answer. Some of these, 2 of these, we've already gone over in yesterday's assignment, so you should very easily know the answer to those questions, hopefully. These other ones are new questions, but you should still know the answers based on doing the project itself, okay? So that's what you want to do there. There's no audio files for you to check your answers, so you're just going to have to make sure that you actually get them correct, and make sure that you're actually reading them carefully and thinking about what the correct answer would be, okay? So that's it for the project. It's really, I don't think it'll take you too long, but just make sure that you are like taking this seriously and doing it to the best of your ability. And if you need help, just send me an email. If you have any questions, let me know. And that is it for today. So good luck, and keep in mind this is the last assignment of the 9 weeks. Anything else that you might have missing or anything like that, make sure you're getting done today, because today is when everything is due.